Good morning. We are reading One Evil Summer by R.L. Stine. This is the Fear Street series. We are in Chapter 8. For your own information, I just posted Why I'm Afraid of Bees, Part 3. So we are on Chapter 8, Dawn in Flames. And what has happened is Chrissy is taking care of the small children while the parents are at work. Amanda sees Chrissy floating in the air, totally evil. Amanda lurched away. The newspaper clippings tumbled from her hands onto the floor. She whirled around. Chrissy! Chrissy didn't say a word, but her face was twisted with fury. Amanda rubbed. Oh, this is in position, right? How about something like this? Whoops. That's not good. All right. Let's try this again. Chrissy didn't say a word, but her face was twisted with fury. Amanda rubbed her neck. She could feel cold marks where Chrissy's fingers had been. Suddenly, a sharp ocean breeze swept in through Chrissy's half-open window, scattering the clippings across the floor. Am I seeing things? There we go. Amanda wondered, is Chrissy somehow sweeping the clippings away from me? In the pale shaft moonlight, they sailed and tumbled toward the door. Chrissy stepped back and stood stiffly like a pillar of rage, her clippings flying at her feet. Get out of my room, Amanda, she whispered, her eyes narrowing dangerously. What's your problem anyway? First you attack me while I'm sleeping. Then you sneak into my room. She tossed her head as if shaking away her anger. Whatever it is, get over it. If I ever catch you here again, I won't. Not ever again. Fighting hard to stay calm, Amanda hurried past Chrissy, avoiding her harsh stare. Chrissy slammed the door behind her. Amanda froze in the hall. She wanted to run to her room and lock the door, but something stopped her. The moonlight poured in through a skylight above her head. In the light, Amanda saw that one of the clippings had been blown out into the hallway. After snatching it up, she ran to her room. Closing the door with one hand, she flipped on the light, her hands trembling with excitement. Amanda stared at the clipping. The first thing she noticed was the story was from the Harrison County Gazette. Harrison County was not far from Shadyside, about 20-minute drive. Why was Chrissy interested in something going in the Harrison County? It was certainly a long way from Skyhaven. Like the other clippings, Amanda had seen this one was also 2 years old. Her heart pounding, Amanda sat on the edge of her bed and read it. The article told of a terrible tragedy. Mr. and Mrs. Anton Miner of Harrison County had been found dead in their beds one morning. Only their daughter, Lilith Miner, was alive, but as Chrissy had already revealed, Lilith lay in a coma with little hope for recovery. According to the clippings, the deaths were believed to be accidental. Someone had left the family car running in the attached garage. First, the garage had filled with carbon monoxide. Then the deadly fumes traveled through the heating and cooling system into the house. Interesting. The miners breathed the carbon monoxide while they slept. Mr. and Mrs. Miner never awoke. Lilith hadn't awakened either, according to the newspaper. Amanda stared at the clippings, puzzled. Why was there no mention of Chrissy in the article? No mention of Chrissy at all. Was Chrissy living with her aunt at the time? But why would that be? Maybe she had just been away somewhere, Amanda thought. But didn't these news stories usually mention surviving members of a family? It might just be a case of incomplete reporting, Amanda decided. Her father was always complaining about how reporters didn't get all the facts when covering some of the criminal cases he tried. Whoa, Amanda exclaimed out loud. Thought I'd just mention I am the YA horror of the book Vampire Juice. And here is a review of my horror book. Sharp and quick like a fang in your vein. I really enjoyed the book. Easy to read and lots of fun. Has lots of spookiness and humor to it. Sound familiar? Hope so. Chrissy told her mother that her parents had died in a car accident. That wasn't exactly true. Why had Chrissy lied? Why wasn't she anywhere in the news story? I have only one piece of the puzzle, Amanda told herself. I have to find out the rest somehow. The other clippings must have the information I need. She yawned. Enough for one night. Feeling weary, she walked to her window and pulled up the shade and gazed out into the moonlight woods. Skyhaven is so gorgeous, she thought. Everything would be so perfect if it weren't for Chrissy. In the morning, I'll find a way to get hold of those other clippings, she decided. It can't be that hard to do. I'll find a moment when Chrissy is out with the kids. Then I'll go into her room and read them. I'll tuck the clippings away tonight, she decided. Tomorrow I'll show it to my parents. It'll prove to them that I'm not completely crazy, that I'm not wrong about Chrissy. Maybe Chrissy hadn't floated. Maybe that part was just a dream, Amanda decided. But something about Chrissy is weird. She isn't what she pretends to be. Amanda moved away from the window. She opened the top drawer to hide the clippings under her underwear. Suddenly, she became aware of a strange tingling heat in her fingers. Hey, she cried out. She gasped. The newspaper article burst into flames. Ow! The white-hot flames scorched her fingertips. Amanda flung the fiery paper across the room. No! She stared in horror as the flame caught on the fringes of the striped throw rug. A line of flame shot quickly up the border of the rug. Utterly another cry of horror, Amanda frantically grabbed her large fluffy pillow and started beating it against the flames. No, no! As Amanda desperately pounded the flames out, she became aware of a frightening sound. Laughter. Who's laughing? Who is laughing? Where is it coming from? She glanced around the room. To her horror, Amanda slowly realized the laughter was inside her own head. She clutched her forehead. The sound wouldn't stop. Such an evil laughter. She shut her eyes and shook her head, trying to shake it away. But the laughter wouldn't stop. She recognized it now, the low, throaty laughter she had heard before. Chrissy's laughter. when she floated in the moonlight. "Stop," Amanda cried out loud. "Please stop." Is she going to stop? How is she doing that? Oh, chapter 9. Oh, I guess we have time for one more chapter. Early the next morning, Amanda peered nervously down the hall. Let me see something. Well, never mind. Early the next morning, she peered nervously down the hall. Chrissy's bedroom door was closed. "It's now or never," Amanda told herself. "I'll have to move fast before anyone wakes up." She hadn't slept more than an hour or two, but Amanda felt surprisingly awake. Every nerve was on alert. It was as if some kind of new energy coursed through her. She silently made her way down to the kitchen. Swinging the door closed, she picked up the red wall phone and punched in the numbers. The Shadyside area code first, then the number of Susie Bottom, her neighbor on Fear Street. Ooh, so she's from Fear Street. Luckily, Susie had her own number, so Amanda wouldn't wake up the whole household. Who has a wall phone? "Come on, Susie," Amanda thought impatiently as the phone rang. "I really need your help." 4 rings, 5. Finally, Susie's sleep-filled voice came on the line. "Hello? Hi, Susie. It's me, Amanda." "Huh, Amanda? This had better be important. I was just having the most wonderful dream that I was out on a sailboat in the sunset with—" "It's important," Amanda cut her off impatiently. "Super important. Why are you whispering?" Susie demanded. "What's up?" "I need a favor," Amanda said. I can't lend you any money," Susie replied, yawning. "I couldn't find a job this summer. Remember?" "It's more important than money," Amanda whispered. "Could you go to Shadyside Library for me? Look in the back newspapers. I need anything you can find on the family named Miner. Lilith Miner. Anton Miner. Any Miner." "Well," Susie hesitated. "Who are these people?" "I don't have time to explain," said Amanda. But this is a matter of life or death, Susie. It's really important to me." "Do I have to?" Susie moaned. "It sounds too much like schoolwork." "Susie, please. The Sea Haven Library is so tiny. I passed it on my way to school yesterday. It's like a doll library. I'm sure they won't have back issues of newspapers." Just a self-promotion. If you like YA horror mystery adventures that are similar to Fear Street, you must like Fear Street if you're here, and you like spooky and creepy vibes, lots of humor, vampires, and a little bit of teen romance, check out Vampire Juice. My link is in the bio. Oh yeah, they said it's also appropriate for middle grade too. Alright, Amanda said, "Besides, you're sort of owe me." "For what for?" Amanda's friend demanded. "For all the times I've seen you climbing out of your bedroom window and down your maple tree to meet Pete Goodwin. I've never once told anyone." "Oh, all right," Susie agreed. "Like how many papers do you expect me to look through?" "Start with the Harrison County Gazette," Amanda told her. "You don't have to go back farther than 2 years. Just do your best to find out anything you can. At least tell me what this is about. I told you I don't have time to explain now. It has to be with the mother's helper my parents hired. There's something weird about her." "Who isn't weird?" Susie replied dryly. "Oh, by the way," she added, sounding fully awake, "speaking of mother's helpers, how's algebra?" "Not bad. I met a cute guy." "Oh, I get it now. Tell me if this is right." The nanny is after your new boyfriend. I'm right, right? No way, Amanda said sharply. It's a lot more serious than that. What could be more serious than that? Susie said, laughing. Is that it? I'll get right on the case. You can count on me, Amanda. No problem. Upstairs, Amanda heard sounds of people moving around. A shower turned on, a toilet flushed. Time to get off the phone. Thanks a million, Susie. I've got to go, Amanda said quickly. Bye. Wait, she insisted. I almost forgot. Did that blonde girl ever find you? What blonde girl? The girl who came to your door right after your family left. I was walking by, and she asked about your family. She said she was a cousin or something. I told her that your family was vacation in Sea Haven. What did she look like? Amanda asked. Ooh, interesting. Interesting. She was kind of pretty with Amanda didn't hear the rest. She pulled the receiver from her ear. Hey, the phone suddenly grew warm and soft in her hand. She stared at it in a moment. The receiver became so soft. Her fingers were slipping into it, and then the blood came pouring out. Down Amanda's hand, down her arm. Ow! She let out a weak cry as she felt it tickle so warmly down her skin. Not blood, but the red coloring of the phone receiver, trickling down her arm, so hot, so burning hot. The mouthpiece took on a cozy, dripping shape. The strange, stringy plastic stretched nearly down to the floor. Oh my goodness. Amanda, what's going on? She could hear Susie's shouts through the melting, bleeding receiver. Susie, what did she look like? Amanda shouted frantically into the burning mouthpiece. She was beautiful. Some came Susie laughing reply. Amanda froze in horror. This isn't Susie, she realized. It's not her voice. It's not Susie. It's Chrissy. But how could that be? This was the only phone in the house. There were no extensions. Better get to school, Amanda. Chrissy husky voice burst through the pulsing phone. The mouthpiece of the receiver fell onto the linoleum floor with a sickening plop. The next blob quivered as if it had taken on a life of its own. Trembling, Amanda just stared down at it. Chrissy's voice kept coming out of the red blob. What are you so curious about that girl, Amanda? Why are you so eager to know what she looked like? Don't worry your pretty little head. The girl will find you at the right time. And when she finds you, Amanda dear, you'll be sorry. Ooh. That's where I'm going to end for the day. And I hope you enjoyed it. And the full video will be on YouTube. Thanks for watching.